Hello, my name's Stephen Bowles, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about Display View. Display View is a really cool feature that we've just recently released, and it's really all about taking your rundown that you've spent so much time on and presenting it in really a larger format monitor, kind of the 40-inch or plus monitors for the larger group of people to follow along and see what's going on. So if you're in more of a corporate event setting, setting up a monitor in your green room or stage left, stage right, and then using display view, you could turn it on and really show your elements of where you currently are and what's next on a larger format display. And then you could really just turn tracking on and let it just sit and auto follow as you advance throughout rehearsals, throughout your shows. And it brings good value for anyone who's walking by or just kind of glancing at the monitor. They can see where you are and really what's coming up next. In addition to that, you might have more of the sports control room application where you're putting it in one of your large monitors in the control room. And from there, just your greater team can kind of glance up and sort of see where you are, what's up next. Obviously for sports with floating elements or dynamic elements that you couldn't really script in, like a home run, being able for your crew to look up to the monitor as you advance to the correct element and you run it, gives people insights into where they are, what's next, helps them keep up with the pace of the actual game. Regardless of your application, Display View is really just an amazing way to take what you build in a traditional sort of table-based experience of Shoflo, take it full screen, and really make it something that a larger crew of people can actually experience and see what you're working on, where you are in the show, and really what's next. So let me show you how you get into Display View. From inside of an event, just jump right into a show. So today we'll do a little bit more of a corporate event look and go into GS State 1. And you kind of see this is my compact view. And so just like you've seen before up in this eyeball, this is where we're going to show you all your different views. You can go to normal view, feature view, and now we've got a new one called display view. And by switching to display view, that will do most of the work right there for you. It's going to take you to this view that really is larger text. One of the things you'll notice about display view is it's always going to show 4 rows. You can scroll around, you can go back wherever you want to be, but what's really designed to display 4 rows consistently at the same time. Another big thing you want to know about is that in display view you can actually switch to a full screen experience. By doing that, that's going to take over your desktop and really use every available pixel of your screen. So you'll want to do this in your application of display view. And then finally, by just coming down here and turning your tracking on, I've got someone called John Johnson. I'm going to track to John Johnson. We're now zeroed in on John Johnson's exact position and where he is. And so we can kind of see we are now on 102. What's up next is item 103. After that is item 104. And before that, though, we just finished walking. And I can actually see here, I've got 41 seconds left in a 10-minute duration, which is the live performance of John Smith. So this is kind of pretty great. Over here on the right side, this is actually where you'll be able to select which column you want. So in display view, obviously we're not going to show every single column because that just gets smaller and smaller. So we really built it to allow for one contributor column. So by selecting this, I can see these are my available choices, audio, video, lights, and I've selected production notes. If I was to select video, we could see that actually in this item 102, we should have graphics up and a sponsorship slide. Again, if I was to select audio, I could go over here and see more specifically my audio notes. Notice up here, I actually just went into the negative reds, just like you do in the app. This is just a great visual reference for people who are in the green rooms, like I said, stage left, stage right for assistant stage managers. If you're in a control room for sports, being able to just see how long you've been in an element can give your greater team a sense of urgency on how to move forward. Again, you can always scroll ahead. So if you did want to use this, for example, as an A1 at front of house, you could turn your own individual computer just like I am right now. Right now I'm on a 15-inch MacBook Pro. And so I can go to a view that just really kind of makes it a lot larger. particularly if you're in more of a hands-free role where you're using your hands to mix and fade during the show. Actually, Shoflo display view would be a great alternative for just the normal compact view, because you could select the column of your choice. You might be the lighting engineer, or you might be your audio engineer, and then you can kind of scroll up ahead, see what's coming, but ultimately come down here, just turn tracking off and back on, and we'll zip you right back to where that show collar is. Real quick, I'm just going to show you what it looks like when you're tracking along. So I'm going to temporarily go out of full screen mode. So make sure you use your imagination, as I'm going to keep this person on the right in display view. And so on the left, we can see by just scrolling up and down and then simply just tracking, that's going to take the user on the right to the correct position. So again, this is the show collar on the left. They're simply just tracking down to item 119. And this view on the right is also going down to 119. And then just like you can in most things, if you go to GS Day 2, as in I track to an entirely different show, and then I track over to the live performance on item 14, I can track to that item, and we're actually going to track all the way across shows and then drop you into that show. So again, that's just one of those great features, which is tracking tied into display view. You can really set display view up during your load in, put it in the green room or stage left, stage right, and then just turn on tracking down here and never touch it again. And for the entirety of your show, your event, through rehearsals, through show, all the way to the end, it's just going to be a slave to whatever your show caller is doing. And so it's just going to follow along, which is great. Obviously, in a control room environment for sports, being able to just put that up on the control room, you can have that there literally year-round, season-round, and it'll just always follow that show caller as they advance from queue to queue. Okay, so that's just a little bit about display view. If you have any questions or have any comments on this, please go down here, use the little blue chat, start a conversation with us. We'd love to hear about it. This is a new feature, and we're really excited to learn more from all of our event production customers, how they use it on show site. But we're really excited. And again, if you're in more of a control room environment, or if you're doing Shoflo on large monitors backstage, we literally designed this for you. So if you have any questions, please reach out. All right, thank you very much. Have a great day.